Well, I guess that was that.
You say the same. All right, we are live. Sweet.
Sweet. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I transitioned this shit and then suddenly it's just all went to shit. Where did my audio just vanished to? That's so crazy. I transitioned this thing and it was just gone. There we go. So
Well,
good. There you go. Check it out. Check it out. AI.
oh, that's sick. Hello.
Get some gooners. There you go. I told Grok to make one for the gooners.
That's got funny.
Alright. So let's. I want to do one more thing and then I'm ready. Compressor 1. Let's do a attack. I want to do a super quick attack on that. Super quick attack on that.
So you've still got this overlay going, but it only covers the middle of the screen, yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to switch it off now. When we're ready, I'm trying to get used to the idea of intro screen.
That's cut funny, that thing.
It is.
The bull gets claws when he chooses.
There it is. Okay, cool. There we go. We're ready to go. All right. I don't know why that transition keeps killing the music. For some reason. Right.
The bull's running. Oh, that is bull's funny. That is cut funny.
All right. Okay. So let's see what's up on the charts today. Yesterday was pretty good. It was pretty good. Some good learnings going on yesterday. We were flying blind, or as we like to say, it was a naked push there. So we needed to. So let's get this fucking music off. There we go. So we needed to trade just on our old school push pivots, and so yesterday, with some of those push entries, basically it was quite easy to see that once we had busted through kind of here from the top, so this was pre New York, and then New York kicked in. We only had a half day trading, but for me, whilst I was trading in and around this box, this orange box over here, this for me was the range. I was pretty confident that things breaking, but not confident, but I was more confident in betting on us not continuing to pump down. Reason being is what would we be trending towards? There was no cues, there was nothing like that for us to measure against, so there would be nothing to trend into. However, a range play in the same area made a lot more sense to me, and so I got my box a little bit too small, but that was just because the bust below the range. But you know, we took 2 L's and 3 dubs, two, three, and 2 L's over there. All of those were following the same pattern, so super happy with how that was yesterday, and also the gains added a little bit to the 2 funded accounts that we're using for stream. Today, what do we got? For my side, we'll pop over to Flub now. You can hear what how his day was yesterday, along with what the plan is today. But the plan doesn't really change. Yesterday we were trading on the today's DTE, so it was 1 DTE yesterday. We're back to 0 DTE today. We're falling below the negative GEX. That negative GEX is around the 600 exactly. So if we look here on the Qs, which is what we're actually looking for, let me just go to a higher time frame. If we're looking here on the Qs, we can see that the VIX, we can see that we are below 600 is the target over here. Everything is kind of negative, although we do have an MTI pushing positive. So that could be like a nice little pullback, or maybe a change of character, as they say. But for me, anything that gets popped up with weaker volume on the retest, I will short back down. So that's for me today. Last thing to mention is the skew sitting at 222.8%. Ever since I've been following this particular metric, I've never seen it that negative or positive before. So in the light of the skew, there is 222.8% more puts in the system versus calls. So that's more selling pressure. There's almost 200, almost 2 times 10 times, 20 times. I don't know. It's 200. Let's just say it's 200. It's 200% more likely to, when it dips, it will dip harder. So I love to stay on the side of the skew. The skew is matching up with what it looks like over the next couple of months. And if we look at Tanuki along with the options outlook, we're going to go look at these only, key only. So these are our key dates: 1 week, 1 week, 1 month, 3 weeks, week 4, month 2, month 3. Everything is down. Everything is down. If we go here and we just look at the cumulative values for all of that, cumulatively across everything for the next 3 months, we are in super bear. And then even if we look at the specifics instead of the cumulative, so if it gets down to each one and then matches it up on the gamma, so that's the puts versus calls on each one of those dates, you can see that 38 to 42 days out we're a little bit positive, but everything up until this, that's 2 months into the future, we're looking negative as far as the options is concerned. Any of those key ones, it only really points to 850 days till expiration. We seem to be bullish again. So that's like what, 3 years, 4 years from now? Yeah. Currently negative squeeze. That just matches up with the skew. We already know about the puts in the system versus the calls. This is a very high ratio. And then as far as trading is concerned, I'm just looking to pop back up to 24,805, which should match up with 600. And if we look at 600 here, no, my bad, we're looking, yeah, 24,805 would be a short, 24,722.50 would be a short for me, and I'll be sitting tight and pretty until then. How's it going on your side, Flub? We're looking at your screen at the moment.
Pretty much covered everything. So yesterday, oh shit, hang on, I've just bumped something and my monitor's turned off.
Yeah, that's all good. Get back to Flub in a moment.
We're back. So I just took those 2 trades yesterday. The one I just got wicked out before it pumped, and then the other one I expected that level to hold a bit better. I'm pretty sure I got in there. Yeah, this is on the 5 minute as well. On that 24/7/25, like that hold on the one time that I took it, and then it got too late, so I went to bed. So I was only 200 down for the night, so it's fuck all.
Awesome. Well, here we go. Ding, 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 ding.
It is time.
It's time. We are back. So let me check out the stream quickly. Already. That doesn't sound too bad. That might be the better audio broadcast so far. But looking at it now, we are... Yo.
You also have the Q's gap fill. So yeah, thing to be mindful of, but that's on that 600.
Yeah,
so just
635.
about.
635. So here might be a nice beginning of the 40. Let me put it already here. Now what I want to see, as always, on the 1 minute, so that'll be my smaller time frames, is some weakness. Massive buy volume into this super negative day. I mean, we're negative, or I'm negative, based on what I see. However, it is a contrarian kind of play to do the opposite, and today it'd be a pumpy day. You never quite know. I didn't even look at news yet. Let's have a...
Got no news tonight. No big news. We had Fed manufacturing.
Numbers.
Yeah.
So we had housing starts, some durable goods, prior forecast. Did you get these anything? I'm just not trading. Bunch of UK shit. Imbalances, all positive, eh? That's something to take note of. Except for the mags. So people are selling out of the mags for buying into America. Nasdaq flat. S&P with a large imbalance. To the buy side, it probably started with a pop. Look at that 30 minutes. Wow. Wait, 5 minutes. Wow. Right. So look at our daily. We've got one coming up here. There's no fucking way. The daily push is... No, it's not. I don't know what we're looking for. Let's see some weakness in the buy. That's kind of the weakness I was looking for. We are. So much to talk about that. Look at that fucking buy. Comes through on the 5 minutes. My word. Into negative gam. Let's check where the GEX is popping up. Look at today's. Oh, would you look at that? 600.
This level's not printing for today, and I like it with some accused. What the fuck?
So dealers are looking to get this up to 601 based on some of those calls, and then 610. So the market is is short below here, and it is super long above 615. In fact, the flip point is right here. So where you would kind of be wanting to check. And this was good volume coming into that flip point. So that was an auto buy on the 5 minutes. So we went straight up to that daily push.
Yes.
And rejected it immediately. $24,820. Yeah, around there is a large little block of orders between 800. Yeah. Okay, so we busted through that. We didn't get much of a rejection there.
Nothing. That gap was done too. That's 6.
So we've done the gap. Yep, the gap is completed. See what happens here. We're in full bull. The 1, the 5, the 30 is still there. So it does take a while to flip. Very much known. Let's see if I stick on the trackers here. Yeah, we're right here at the daily push. Let's see what happens here. Weakness. Look too short. Want to see some other confluences playing out on 5 minutes and 1 minute. So open up the new 1 minute right at the top. Want to see a big push, maybe a small red pullback. You can look long, or if we form a nice resistance here, and that buy volume starts to spin out.
800's building up on book maps too. Oh, just disappeared.
Because we're there. We're just eating it all.
Yeah.
Falling buy volume right into this high volume level. The idea is either you jump in here to catch the top down, or you wait, let this thing pop up, let it form on top, and take the retrace. Continuation play. But we've seen this many times. We've got our pattern locked over here. I'm actually going to remind myself of that pattern in the next 40 seconds. We've got two patterns to watch here. The thin volume retrace. So buys pushing up and then thinning out immediately on the 5 minutes, or on a big uptrend day, we see here that small little what the fuck kind of sell volume. Yes, those are the two patterns that I'm looking for. One of the two to happen here. At this stage, I'm favoring shorts for sure. So here, a thin buy, a very thin buy, right at the top by the daily push, coming from the bottom up to the top. Could stay around here for a while. The reason I say that is you can often get the M30 now stopping here, the next one just forming over the top, and then the following one wicking down and going up. So either this M30 closes over the top and we get that wick down touch go, or we have that M30 forming resistance here at the daily push, couple of wicks over the top, but ultimately finishing under, the next one forming a sell, and then the next wick. So, two potential setups, just a little bit of patience, we'll pay. And that's kind of how traders are, we're paid by the patience, not by the hour.
For sure.
hang tight, and we'll have something set up here pretty quickly. Also look for the weed that's falling down from my desk. Beginning of the new 5 minutes, second 5 minute finishing above. Can't really trust the average volume now. I use six candles previous as my average volume. Can't do much with it now though because we're right at the beginning of the day, so this volume is completely out of whack. It's just like in my day job as an IT guy when we have to kind of size stories and things like that, work items to work on. You can't size anything unless you know what small looks like. So you have to kind of find what is the small. So in this case, we'd start looking at the averages to be probably around there, 110,000 contracts traded per 5 minutes. That would be the average. So I break for that all the kind of candles, the volumes to level out there. Then I know what small really is. But at the moment, all I'm going on is skiver peels and screaming Russians. Nice sell volume coming in here. Probably a good reason to get short. Again, from this situation, I'm shorting from the top, so it has to pop back up. So that pop comes up to 979. Always have to wait. See how this now closes here, this 1 minute in the cues. It's going to give us a lot of insight here. Just wait for some what the fuck volume. Pretty confident on that self. Missed it, but again, it's like you're taking we can say missed it because we're looking at it at the end, but it's like this is a no confirmation trade. So this would be a gamble from the top there, and I literally said it to myself. I've still
but there's also HVL on Thingo, which can act as a solid resistance at first.
Yeah, I mean this level is probably not going to be touch and go. It's probably going to be a fight here. Because again, why do I think it's going to be a fight here? If I look at the DEX stream, we've got the marketplace itself wants to be underneath here. Dealers themselves want to be over here. This is the flip point for the whole day. It's the largest put support, should I say. It's the largest put support. So we're gonna fuck around here. Here, maybe a bounce, depending. Too much volume on my entry. I'll wait for something more cleaner. But again, this does play out the M30 push, bro. This is kind of what I'm waiting for here. We've got 15 more minutes until the M30 push. Got our first tap. I want to see this thing finish up closer to the daily push, probably up here around 601. Could catch a scalpy down here if this turns into a what the fuck candle. Showing lack of buyers. This initial push is maybe the imbalance, just built up over 2 days of no trades. Here I'm putting less emphasis on my own mind on sell volume because of the marketplace. Skew gone all the way down.
Yeah.
It's gone down 10x. So we're no longer as committed to the short, but we are in a negative gamma environment. So be prepared for things to rip. I haven't even looked at the VIX today. What is it? Better read. That's good. VIX very high, 115.21. Decreasing trends though, but still super volatile. So what does that tell us for today? It tells us that all pivots will likely overshoot or undershoot by a margin. Probably overshoot more than undershoot, but definitely reducing bet size to account for the fact that I'm going to have to take more pain than normal for a position. But when those positions rip, they're going to rip hard. And if you're on the wrong side, get out, just get out quick. Don't move stop losses. Accept the loss here and just jump in and change your mind. $30-minute, man, if this thing flips, that's gonna be tragic. What's that at? 598 all the way up to 602. 120 point rip back. I like this a lot here at the top. I just don't like trading on the open. My best time is like an hour from now. For my data sets.
It's so weird moving your short tool across volume candles. There's like wide, short, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow.
Mm-hmm. Big, so the M30 just flipped there. It is skip appeal on the M30, so something to note there. Skip appeals just basically show a disconnect between price and aggregate volume. So sells versus divided by call, buys divided by calls. Who had the most? Whatever that aggregate is what you see at the bottom here. And if you have a red candle with actually green aggregate, some more markets buys on that candle than there were sells, that shows you a really interesting picture that somebody out there is sitting with a motherfucker large limit order of sorts. Just absorbing. That CVD is probably going to look wacky. No, it's too early to tell me that.
This thins out, I'm going to short down to 600 for a little scalpy.
Well, you could, but I am seeing absorption because on the 5 minutes here on the Qs, price is pushed down, but that CVD hasn't broken.
Okay.
So, do we trade? No, absorption is the other way around. Yeah, with the price is lower than this one, yeah. Can't trade this. This is not absorption. Terrible buy, favoring the shorts down. 5 minute confirming. At the zone now, S1. 10 minutes. I want to get my trade in. I want to get out of that. So we are here at the bottom, so this is the open. Interesting long. Right here in the most volume zone. See something interesting happen here. 5 minutes gonna close super bear. 30 minutes gonna stay doji. 5 minutes super bear. Again, no real fight back on the buy volume. Any price pushing up here just shows lack of sellers as opposed to buyers winning.
Mm-hmm.
Stays with the thesis. Sell every pop. Volume don't lie, bro. Volume don't lie. And it's like, it's not just the volume that doesn't lie, it's the subtle way to read it that really matters. Again, here, doesn't show a turnaround. It just screams lack of selling. It's a thin marketplace. 18,000 versus normal 40,000 contract. Here would be a good sell. You're gonna get 40 out of it. Or at the bottom of the range, so you're gonna have to bet that you're breaking the range here. Bet correctly. Flying down to some serious foot walls. Market is now hedging itself short. The short selling is perpetuating short selling as the dealers here, you can see the dealers are now heavy underwater. The 600 is now long gone. All of the market participants that bought options at this price are going to end up in the money, and that is a lot of stock that needs to be sold off there. So that again, the price here, they've covered themselves or hedged a little bit here. The price itself likely wants to come back up to 600. Make sure those guys don't end in the money, because I bet that's max pain. Another huge sell coming through here. This is probably a nice little spot to start mapping out what turnaround looks like. But you've still got S3 down here, and once upon a time that was our golden pivot. Far too vicious there. You're just going to have to bet on the range play if you are taking along here. But far too vicious. Volume on the sell side for me to consider a long continuation play short. Those huge sell volumes at some points are going to have to be met with some buy demand. Markets don't just fall. Or as Max used to say, liquid markets don't crash. And I never understood that, but I do. Terrible buy. 1 minute, terrible buy. 5 minute close, super cool. Trying to think this is a turnaround spot.
5 minute close bull.
There, my bad. Super bad.
Yeah.
Again, the average volumes here on the 1 minute starting to dip down. Even the sell volume is starting to dip down. CBD is not punching through. Price hasn't even broken that initial pump low. So again, it's, where do you think? 594 is right there. 594 is thin. Dealers are short here, so they're already cashing out. Huge sell on the 1 minute there. Didn't really push the envelope. 500. See something turn around. If not, we wanted to really sell that continuation. Minutes down on the 5 minute and it's not. Although, yeah, that MTI is still starting to rip down now. 5 minutes. Okay, let's see some thin volume on the buys. Durations. Maybe at the bottom of the range here. So I'm going to sell here. Buy is my only choice here. So many reasons why my strategy then looks like a good idea. Except the one part where I think I could be wrong. Everything looks right except my confidence. Huge buy. Let's see how this guy finishes up. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. 2 minutes left on that one. Huge negativity. 5. Got a little bit of a pop back on the CBD. Skip appeal forming on the 5 minutes. Still expecting to do a rip down. So, really very obvious. Touching 501, not pushing through. It does push through.
Taking it long for 24,500.
Very, very dodgy position, but the thing is the rip back can be equally as beneficial. Rip down, of course, is what you're expecting here, but again, too big buy volumes for me right at the bottom of the zone. I'm about to be tapped out on that. About to be tapped. Again, it's my lack of confidence due to the volatility that is keeping me.
That did just speak the previous London low, so this is a lot of liquidity down there. So hang in there, you could be good.
Yeah, it's not about being right or wrong. It's that yeah, that's the worst type of sell volume for me. So I'm only down 70 at this point, which is nothing. Considering we like to do minis, but I won't take much more pain than the 80s. 75-ish, 70, 69. 69 is where I will call this there for the moment. Right there, in fact right there, exactly there. That's exactly what I was talking about. Of course, this is the turnaround. Back out in there. Right, my stop. Yeah, 100 down. 2 more attempts at that. I'm still quite liking liking the longs from here, but again, I want to wait a bit. 3 o'clock, we got the hourly volume. Everything ripping down. Back to my entry. That's my entry is way lower. Why does this freaking stupid thing keep on making a black line? I'm gonna still holding the fort. Close up here on the 1 minute and accuse. I like the bar. Even pushing up above on the CBD.
Nice, that's my TP. Boom. I took from 500 to S2. Q's S2. Very nice position in that one. Where is my execution box? TP. Yeah. Oh, the Q's line moved a bit. How do they move every candle slightly?
You can change that per candle per.
Yeah. Per candle or per tick.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's on per candle. And yep. I thought that would be straight into a short there. I'm just going to get some water quick, bruh.
Wise fizzling out here. Are you thinking about a turnaround at this point? Or continuation play? We are in very negative gamma at the moment. We've taken out some key levels for the options. 595. Yeah, look at that. Options has changed dramatically. Favoring, in my case, obviously being a little bit more bull. That's up to 600. Pull up to 600 is kind of where you would think. A lot of volume here at the 580s. 580s, 560 exactly. It's 580s in between these two ball levels. A bit of caution to be exercised here. You are thinking about that, but you had a nice pop there on the buys. This can still rip down. It's in very rippy mood. Very rippy mood today. So it would be nice to see some thinning out of the cells here at this level. It's not something that we particularly.
Jesus, what the fuck did I just come back to? God damn. Where's the next pivot already?
Exactly. Here it's looking a little bit more flicky. So obviously around this 596, people are starting to make their move. So what is this 596 going to take us to? It's going to take us to the 600, 24,600. Let's see if we can get there. Move. Alright, so we're breaking through here. I reckon we're going down for one more leg at this point. based on that, I can see some negativity start to pop through on that 24,560. Let's see. We pop up to the 600 here. That would be at the 597. Yeah, 597.
Yeah.
Up here, come on, better break that. If not, I'm not.
He's still in. He's still in that long from before.
No. I got tagged out of that long. I jumped back in. But I kind of, yeah. This is where I'd want to be in 2075. Exactly. Big sell volume, not what you want to see here. 5 minute holding up though, so huge sell volume. This could be a rip down here. If this flips though, we are at the bottom. If this flips here, 6 seconds, you definitely want to be worried here. If you're in longs, like I am. That is a hella sell candle, dude. Oh, that's a big sell candle there.
Yeah, look at that CVD on the cues.
Oh, that CVD is not looking good. The 5 minute they're holding. It's holding the fort. 1 minute's obviously more reactive, we understand that. But tapping the test in the bottom of this range isn't something that's likely not going to happen. It's probably going to happen. Unless we start forming a little trend line upwards here on this little dink dump. So maybe the market needs to build some liquidity here for a while. Suck in some idiots like me. Let's see, are we going to rip down here? The second leg down. All the way down. If we go down here, I would have to favor the 400. Maybe it's a rip down you want to grab. That big sell volume with no continuation. So standard pattern here for me to not be worried. Big, low, and then either low or a pop off on the opposite volume. Much more beneficial to see things like that. What's the story behind that to me? One player or one stock. So that's like someone getting out of Tesla. But here the continuation is what you're looking for on the 1 minute. And then that 5 minutes, again, that volume isn't really tracking up. It looks a lot on the 1 minute, but it's not tracking up to match the 5 minute. And that 30 minute is thin. Yeah, we're only 9 minutes in, but it is thin. Lack of buying, so sell still on. Not what you wanted to see going long. That's kind of your short signal here. Right, this is the anxiety time frames. So if you have hard conditions, do not trade them. Gonna down.
Yeah, looking like it now.
500 is probably where you want to be. Again, and you're believing the story of the volumes, not following through. Here's a crucial close. Oh, okay. So a little bit of nothing. We're gonna have to just see where this story takes us. I've got no read right now. Buy sells and the 5 minute kind of looking the same. Again, this could be the beginning of that trend line building liquidity move. In which case, here is the bottom where you want to be in. You don't want to be in any higher than this because of the range playing. 24,600 is still something I think I'd like to achieve. That W reversal, it's not really here. You could take that as the W reversal, and this is like the Quasimodo.
If this pops, it will be a W on the 1 minute.
Yeah, it's W in the 1 minute. W's already played out in the 1 minute. So this would be a break of that low and a continuation down. So, see where that goes now, but it's not looking good. Really want to break the low here. Break the low here. Things are looking good for you.
What did you get in on?
520. I'm just teetering around the stop loss here. 2 micros, not the end of the world. See, do I get the signs of fear? I should have them firmly in my grasp by now, but to be honest, that CVD doesn't make it scary right now. I'm kind of just chilling. This is the double bottom. What I would imagine to be happening with reading volume. This is what the volume would look like if I had to describe it on a double bottom. So, see what's up? Big buy volume off the bottom. Want to see that continuation now. So don't finish screaming Russian. You don't want that pullback to be 2/3 the candle size. Like a foreskin. Alright. Back up, didn't finish, got slight more volume on that, looking a little bit better, but again this could be just fake outs. It's just still in the range here. Life is not good just yet. That break, if it can't really break out, what's it gonna do? Just the normal standard thing, go look for place where there's more orders. The market's just moving between two things here. The liquidity not there for it to do something, so it'll just range between the buyers and the sellers in the illiquidity pocket, or a liquidity pocket. Break low here is scary, but I've got to see the follow through on it. And the market would have to
CBD's not following through.
Exactly. The market's going to have to fake me out here, but it's not showing me things to be particularly scared of. Looking over at the 30 minute, we had a M30 push play out. M30 typical push played out nicely. Not playing out perfectly yet in terms of movement, but that kind of M30 sell is fucking monster. Anxiety time frame giving us a bit more to think about.
What's your TP? 560.
Yeah, 24,600. 24, yeah, 24,598. So I just want to make it worth my while here. This has, I mean, I've said it now for the past 3 sessions. Every single day I've had, or at least the first 2 days, I had trades like this where it took me out only to continue. I mean, that's pretty normal for everyone to do. But the reason that I look back on it is just my fear more than the position itself. And it's kind of what I'm doing to myself here is I'm talking through why I'm not closing it there or why I'm not feeling scared, because I'm not seeing that follow through. And this is the big difference and the big key for me here with volume over anything else, is that this gives me a story to work with. So
That should be. Oh no, you're higher up.
No, I'm not a TP here. This is the quick and easy TP here. But I'm going to let that guy play out. So we were, was it 520? When did I take it? It was 1, 2, 3, 4 candles later. You can see here on my screen why I'm looking for that 598, because look what the pain I had to take there. I don't do negative RR. Fuck that. We're not playing that dirty game, bro. So again, just to reiterate here, the floor or the dip down here, as scary as it was, when I look at the cues and I look at those volumes hitting those cues, not even on my favorite and the best time frame in the world, the 5 minute, did I even see things starting to pop out here. I'm only going to start thinking about closing and BEing and all that sort of shit when things start to pop out of my averages on my volumes. Here was identically the opposite. And there we go. So we're almost at. I'm going to trail this all the way up there. Come on, baby. Push, 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 push. Push, you fucker. Yeah, I'm trailed out there. I got out at 90. So I'm right there.
Small balls I held. I got in at 560 up to 699.
Nice, man. That's 590. Yeah, 590. So I got 590 there.
Sweet, so I'm 300 up for the day now.
You're fucking man. Okay, I'm back to...
Covered yesterday's losses.
Okay, here you want to be very quick on the ball. You've got a weekly push here, so 24,607. 24,600. I will take another stab at it along at 24,600. Reason for that is that massive 5 minute spike on the positive volume. 30 minute looking really good, about to do its beautiful thing, and we are
didn't come back down enough.
No, 607. I was in 603 like a fucktard. Yes, bro. What is 603? Why am I at 603? You fucking idiot. There was TP. So, just note to self, and something I'll remember after the stream is this volume signature here. So this pullback, if it's super shallow here after 40 seconds, it's just a jump in for me. I don't really care where it ends. 610 is kind of where you want to be. Good rip down here. Of course, it always can. Fucking missed me by a point again. No. Let's just see how this closes on 20 seconds to go on that sell volume. And I think it is worth
Fuck.
600.
There's not a lot of sell volume on that
Nope,
cues.
nope. That is not a lot of sell volume. That is a little bit of sell volume. So we want to.
That's me in on 600. Whoa, that changed very quickly.
That's ripped down. Remember, we do have the M30 close coming up here, so this could be a close back here at the weekly, only to rip back down. We have the weekly and we have the daily pushes, both pretty much at the same level here today on the Qs. That is not something you want to particularly see, although you never want to see anything. No. You just want to see TP.
$50 stock, fucking easy.
Yeah.
Had a feeling it was coming down, so I'll just put it at the beginning of that wick, which it obviously took out now.
Yeah. So it wicked you, which means it's going back up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can jump in now.
Perfect. Thank you. That's a nice guy.
No worries, man. Anything for you,
from here up to 20. Thank you. 24/7 deuce. Yeah, if you can take it up to deuce, you are a fucking boss, bro. Here's the wick lick. This is the final stand for me. So when I say wick lick, what I mean is, you see these previous wicks here. This would be a old strat of mine entry, and I find it quite repeatable. The entry 5 minutes looking really good here. I don't want to fucking close this. Oh, am I gonna stop out here? Oh, it's just not stopping. Yeah, that's the type of sell volume I don't like to see. Not the sell volume I want to see. So continuation plays, I want to get out the way quickly here. So we started the day realizing that we were in a very high VIX environment. Pivots overshooting like a champ. Now it's the game between what's too big and what's a smart stop. The only real play for me is to ensure that I don't take on too much risk here. So everything for me is super low baller.
Yeah.
So I want to see some follow through somewhere. We're back at it. At the POES. This is setting up here for the POES support to M30. So this is setting up for the M30 POES.
M30 long.
Yeah. We are here at 24,540, which is an old volume node.
Also that 520 just below.
You don't see this initial pop happen quickly with the buys. It always makes me nervous. My back testing always shows the same results. Like when you get it, and it just goes poof. If it doesn't do that, it's difficult to try and fight it, but it's like I don't really take the VIX and stuff into consideration when I'm back testing. So
yeah,
20 under risk here. 595.39. Will 595 hold? 24 530s. Any break below this and I am shitting. It's a massive buy on the 30 though. Nuts. Okay, that was the type of sell.
A lot of sell on that 5-0. Yeah.
See some sort of slowdown here. So I don't really want to catch the bottom. I am not in the mood to fight this today, but it just does look a little interesting in this range.
Thinning out.
It's thinning out. The volume's dying down, and we have that M30 close coming up. As soon as I see a pop in volume, I'm just going to grab it. Yeah.
I was about to put a stab on that. On that 520. Yes, I clicked half a second too late and I would nearly be TPing. Lekker. I would have TP'd, sorry. Nice. Still looking bullish on CVD. Oh no, it was.
CVD is not drifting, so it's like it's... This will pop here at the bottom of the range. This is the place I like to buy from. This is painful.
Endless.
5 minutes, sell volume is looking super thin. Fucking music.
Minutes of volume.
That's the volume. Shouldn't have been clear. Ah. None of this is looking really good. Especially if it stays here, likely wick down, pop back up. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. The Q's looking very bearish.
Up.
500 touch.
Volume coming in, bro. 30 past. Let's see. 1 hour after open. Where are we going? Up or down? Up or down?
Bullish divergence with CVD. Until it's not.
Until it's not, exactly.
Very thin numbers.
I know, we have 594. It's very thin, it seems.
No,
So
book
nothing
maps.
here.
Numbers
Nothing
numbers
here.
up on COB is thin, but down is more contracts. Down to 300. Sure.
We did get that
20.
perfect M30 short. Damn you, life. Damn you all to hell.
24,460 previous low of the week.
Yep.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. Can't believe it. I almost need to stop trading today because I missed that M30 again, bro.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I did call the market with this VIX though, with the overshoot. So 24,720, it was shut up to the 800, hit that again. And then we called it down to 520, 24,520.
Calling it's not good enough.
Yeah, I'm up 250 or something for the day. I'm happy. Are you up or BE or? What's Extreme telling us in these options?
It's thin, super thin. Dealers below 590, market below 589. Dealers below this as well. So, does seem like a place to difficult to find that place. And even if this does pop, kind of more.
Wait for a weak buy here. Screw me.
Buys. 5.
500. Yeah. See what happens here. This 500. $550's got 66 contracts for in there.
Kind of want to.
Now that 500 was the short. 24,500. Stop loss at the high. Boom, boom. So fucking 9.5 point. Stop loss. TP at 24,460.
Look at that sell there on the 1 minute. Didn't even break CDs. 40 points off there. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Oh, fuck me.
Better. The bottom width on that 5. Delta Factory on the 5 minutes, 30 minutes, super there. So 435. See what happens here. We didn't get a much. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I think 500 will be broken this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
By clearing out the entire area and with a lot of volume. Let's see if we can play again.
Small range right here.
Let's see this sell do nothing. Nothing sell. 20 seconds to go. Mind you, breaking some lows here. Let's just see this. Time 22. Bottom of the range here. Either we break through or you bet on a continuation within this range. That sell volume didn't scream to me that we were going to break out of that range. But you never know. Alright. At the bottom there. Again, waiting, we're taking full TP. And it's more funny. Have a little bit of surety. But at the bottom of the range, lack of sell volume. Taking some big hits today, so I'm not back to break even the profit yet. But I'm about to get soon.
Range play.
I'm gonna look at range plays. I want to see this. This is that T cup and handle shit playing out. I was playing yesterday. It's been doing this all the time. So you just want to see it like kind of buffer here and then bust above and hold above the 5. You could say 500, 24,500. Like a breakout and hold above 24,500 with a single candle. Lots of nice buy volume. CVD breaking out. Pretty much what it's about to do. Yeah, pretty much what it's about to do. And then you want to see it hold above here, not just wick. Buy volume isn't really there. CVD didn't do what I was hoping. It's not perfect, so range play short here would probably be a better option.
From where?
Yeah, expect that with the VIX overshoot. Lack of sell. That's for sure. Lack of sell. 595 right here is our big put wall. So sells from here would what you'd expect.
Mm-hmm.
Break above this though, and it's probably
Yeah,
one
possibly
strike
retest this 500 and then
So you see
pop
here, it's
it down.
breaking
There we
above.
go.
It's just breaking above. 10 seconds to go. Yeah. At 5:20.
Big dump.
Right here at that put wall, got some nice volume through it though. CVD did do what I was hoping, which was break out of that little range. So sure we can come back in, and it's just unfortunate because of the size of the swings here that I'll have to be taken out, but if it's not, then I think we can go up to 558. Triple 5 is probably the one. Getting a little bit of movement here. Let's hope this thing can continue. One swift, beautiful, flicky move all the way up to the 596. So 596 is our next level. 595 is still defended pretty well, so you got to be careful here. Keep your shit together. You should be good to go. And we are almost at 555. Almost at 555. I'm on 550. And that's a TP there. Okay, so we've now chipped back more of the losses. We're good. We're almost
There's my
at
2P2. Fucking beautiful.
What was that?
It
We
was
jumped
only
in at
2 micros.
24, 520. I did 5, but I have to play catch up here.
Yeah, I should have. I thought I had more.
Yeah, no, I have to play catch. I did a 10 funny, didn't you?
I don't know why it was 2. It's supposed to be.
Five, so that's good. That's okay. That's 40 points.
So that brings me just over the 320 plus now. It was supposed to be 500.
460, and then I also got a 24, 460 here. That was my 10 funny. That was a very short block. 476. Very short play around here. Good take. Okay, 50 here. Another big pumpy. CVD looking a bit better. This pullback is probably the retest that you would want to jump in on. Low sell volume. Let's have a look. Where are we looking? M30 is looking positive. Skiva peel of note, right? So potentially soft below this candle. Let's see where this guy ends up. Oh, my order was rejected. Fuck's sake.
You hate that, eh?
Yo,
That's
because the
all.
price moved between the point where I clicked buy and sell to me. Okay, so I would have been stops below this wick. Let's see if I would have been willing to say. I'll probably still answer if I wanted to. This is still the right move. Buy volume's not following through, but we are on the
No, it's
flippy. Again, you know, there's no point to be favoring buys all of a sudden. You gotta still favor shorts. Everything's
well, it's only
still short.
25% on the skew.
No, the thing is, even the skew is not
Well,
a directional indicator. It's more of just a like what it will whip up.
No,
There we
no,
go.
I'm saying it's more less
This
whippy.
is the sell. Ah. Yeah. So again, it's like, why was that the sell? Because the volume just petered out. It did nothing there. So 24, 530, 540 might be another entry. Best time for 10 minutes from now. I guess I would have been taking if I had taken that. I might take second. Good sell volume. If this thing flips in this one candle on the 1 minute and that volume turns green, could be a nice continuation. Right. High volume candle. Yeah, M30 CVD is not looking healthy. Oops.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away.
Nice buy there. Nice buy there.
See you again. Been finding ways to get away. To see you again.
Okay, let's see where we push down to. That wasn't the thing for me to jump into yet.
We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong.
Right, let's see a weak sell here. We've got the right kind of movements on the M5. We've got the right time coming up.
To see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away.
Got the CVD holding. Swing lows. Right. Beautiful. 30 seconds. Yes, there's that pop off. There you go. Added some music there for us to binaural beats. Yeah, the audio sounded way better. Sweet. Let's see where we're at. So, selling continues. Skew still showing us. Okay, that CVD on the 30-minute is fucking looking treacherous, bro. Still looking super buy on the higher time frames. It's like tough. Can we see a engulfing monster volume or engulfing no volume sell? Strictly speaking, I'm still looking for sells. Got the MTI here on the 1 minutes flipped, and then I've got the MTI on the 5 and the 30 both showing me bears, which is what I kind of understand it or trade it like, where your 1 minute will flip but the longers will stay longer. Those will ultimately be the ones to follow. Let's have a look at our trades for the day. Yes, 597 is holding strong. Oh, that's why. Look at 597.
Extreme.
Yeah, so Gexstream, the dealers have adjusted now. So what you've got is the situation where some dealers, we don't know who, we don't know what, are bullish from 597, so hedging, or this could be their own internal little flip point. So without the Gex coming into, I mean, the Gex doesn't really flip until 601, and there, even it's a small flip. But here, hey buddy, but here, we're looking to bounce lower as we are, but if we do, I bet you all of this will flip in a moment to all turn into this. So above 600, if closed above 597, I'm going to be watching this very closely, because in and around this 597, in fact 597 is basically my weekly POES. Here was a what the fuck candle. Big buy with no, or big candle movement with no volume supporting that. This flip might be better. A little bit. Yeah, this flip might be better.
This would be a long to XQ's pivot at 3 o'clock volume. CVD is just flipping up in the air.
Yeah. You have to wait for candle closes to get any kind of read. But long is still looking good, although again, I wouldn't want a long from the top of the range. I would rather want to take the long down here. So if we flip down to 24,560, given this kind of setup, although this could be said to be a bear flag, playing out here. This is the Patrick Wyland special going on here. I'm going to take note of that little level. Big buy out of it. Maybe time to start looking to buy, but again, you're at the top of the range. Difficult buy for me. What the fuck is a stupid thing, man? Big buy out.
I think I am done for the night.
You done? Or is that, did you short there?
No. I didn't take anything. No, I was going to long the 24,600 up to 24,635.
Look at that.
So now we've broken his previous highs a couple of hours ago, half an hour ago. So it's one touch back up to Q's push. Or at least that's 24,725.
Yeah, we had the. This wasn't a typical push playing out, so it's unfortunate. So I want to look to take this all the way up to. So here's the wick lick at 24,639. Get another strong buy out of this nut. That was a sell at the top.
All right, it is 3 a.m. I am going to hit the bed.
Enjoy. I'm on for another hourish and then I'm out myself.
GG's tonight, bro.
GG's. Catch you later, man. Cool. Much love, man. Peace out. Peace. Right, top of the range coming down. Want to see this thin out. See this thin out. So this is a good buy here. Continuation 635. So continue from 635 onwards. But we are just stacking up around the 598 level. So let's have a look here. 598. Market wants to be short from 598. Dealers is positioning long. This is a strong area of resistance. So you could get nice rejections down from here. Rejections down to the 20s. Let's see. That was a terrible buy on the 5 minute. Got the 5 minute flipping on the MTI. 30 minutes still holding strong as a bull signal. Didn't come down to take me in. And buys all the way back up was such a decent play. 559. With no reason for that big candle, just lack of sellers. So we'll see. Let's see this 30-second close here. Still 3 minutes on the 5 minutes to close. It's all bull. Much prefer 360 dip. A dip at least to there. 667.50. 667.75 would be a better dip. Okay, we've got full bull on the MTI now. So we were very, very right today. Even caught this guy right at the bottom. Very proud of the way I handled that. This was with 10 connies, so that's the reason why I couldn't hold it. It's just being a bitch more than anything else. There's fucking no reason why I should have sold, got out of that position. 559 holding strong. Again, there's a reason for 559. Is there? No, there's not. There's 600. So above here, the market's now underwater heavily. If this thing pops to 600, we're looking for a continuation play. Just looking for something small. $20 seconds to go. Still hasn't broken out on the CVD. So price is pushing up here, but the CVD itself is not pushing up. That is a absorption play. So it's at this stage you'd be looking again to get short. But 600 now is tapped. This was our flip point. Here we go. 600 is the biggest. So if you're going to short, I mean, you would want to short from here, obviously. The market is flipped. So we want to see a rather continuation play. Continuation playing be a close above this. Come up here, 601. Dip down, no volume. Sell and continuation up. Okay, excuse me, we're getting everything positive here on the volume. Everything positive on the volume. Break above 600. See if we can hold it. Daily P.O.E.S is just above it. Well, I say just 70 points away. Massive break above there. It's tough not to buy that one. Very tough not to buy that one. Again, 720. Strictly speaking, in the bear zone now. This is a bear zone bottom. Let's see if we got price acceptance above 600. Or if we get a little rejection here, because of course 600 is your place to be. Yeah, you see how the market's not changed. Dealers are all above 600. So if we break above this 600 here, Okay, cool. 24,725. It's gonna keep doing this until it doesn't. And then we're gonna get some shit. Got full flips on the MTI. We are right in negative GAM. With full bull. So again, 24,725. It's kind of the short, sorry, the long entry. Let's see a very weak pullback here. Just getting relentless buying into this. So something's happened. The wider market. Big sells coming out of this. Huge volume. Let's wait for a weak pullback. Jeez. Price just ripping up. CVD improved on the 30 minutes, so we've broken above, or we're almost at where this was before. Let's see how we react off the daily P.O.E.S. 24,790. Oof. Sells coming in. Nice and high. Back down to 601. That's a buy. Right at the top of the range. Tough buy though. Especially with that kind of sell volume. That's monster. Yeah, you can see it coming in. Let's see if that was a just like kind of sell out of a position, and that's where you get that dump in volume. Could continue. So nothing sold it. It's kind of good for me. Let's see this play out over one more candle on the 1 minute. So we get down to 600 again. So 24,726. Super weak buy, sell. Right where I want to see it. Kind of where I want to see it. But again, lots of potential to rip down. Right at the top. 601, try to get up to that HVL, high volume level. If it breaks this, then we can try it again from 724.75. I'll get ready on that. But right here, right now, unless we pop down to 600, I'm thinking a pop back or pop up rather to the high volume level, high volatility level, should I say. So pop up to the high volatility level, falling sell volume should really wait till 600, which is at, like I said, the 727. 727-ish. Yeah, 727.50. That's kind of where you would expect a little pullback to. But with this week selling, either we've lost buyers or the selling is not dying out and we are getting this push up, although it's at the end of the range. So you kind of don't want to play games too much here. 601, let's see this pop up to the high volatility level. That's 802. Yeah. See this high volatility level get tapped. 601, let's push up to 602. If this buy doesn't come through strong, I'm going to trail. Let's see, 8 seconds to go. We're going to trail. We're going to trail. I think we're going to trail there. That's 771. And we're out of that. Okay, so 771. We just took a spike. As usual. Jumped out a little too early there. Up to the daily P.O.E.S. Nice buy into the daily P.O.E.S. 10 minutes to go. I got one more 30-minute close before the end of my trade day. And this is the type of buy volume I want to see into the daily P.O.E.S. Pop up above this blue line over here. I've got two little gaps, little air gaps here between them. But this just makes me even more in the mood to buy. Except for that 5-minute close. Just close with no authority. So probably it'll play down again. 601. Just 770. 764. Sales coming in nicely at the daily P.O.E.S. It's kind of a standard reversal play here, but at this time, 420. I'm not going to take that. Massive sell there. Way too bullish to try. If you're going to try short, here it is again. This is your short location. We're thinning out. We have skip appeal on the 5 minute. Let's see how this 5 minute closes up here. $600 down to 601. Sorry, 601 down to 600. Yeah, looks like a pop up here. Looks like this pop here is gonna play out. Again, I don't like to pop it from the top. So if we're gonna pop, I'd rather want to see this happen at the bottom. Big buys coming through. Push through that daily push. Let's see. It's always gonna be a reaction level for some reason. And again, we map these out at the Q's open, not at their New York open, pre-market open. We map out these levels at the pre-market. So we'll see. Big, this is it. So big push. Let's see if the follow through happens here. If we see a little sell, then potentially follow through. If we see a little buy, that could be a thinning out. We already had 1 week, 5 minutes. We've got a relatively weak 30 minutes. It's been super negative all week and last week. So you got to be favoring longs at some point. Getting a bit better on the 5 minutes. Here we go. Let's see what's up here. Do we close bearish in the 5? 30-minute closing above. Just going to need some patience here. Because even if it closes above this daily push, we've still got this volume level here. Now, if I'm going to short, let's break this high, 24,797. Still got a little bit of something in here. Let's see what's going on this. Nice information. Again, you're creating liquidity. When I say liquidity, it's just people in the position for a bust low tap go. Let's see if we bust low tap go. Third touch now. Massive sell, yeah. Engulfing that entire range. At least the bodies of that little range here. Fourth tap. Not looking good. Not looking good. Three minutes till second last candle of the day. Bust below. Here we go. Bust below. Let's see. 601. So 24,768. Five minutes not showing the monster amount of volume that I was expecting to see with this kind of break. Oh, snap. Bottom of the range. Ooh, flippity flip. 1 minute to go. Monster close there on the 1 minute. 30-minute closing bull. We'd have to go in 1 minute down to here, all the way back up if we're thinking about anything here. So at any point down here, 79, 730, 75, 6. Should we get a little tap down and go? Okay, so we got that tap down. Let's see what happens now. 24/7 round numbers here are kind of the expected ones. 709, 710, that sort of thing. If we can pop back up, we can pop back up to the 50s. No, we are selling out into London close. Okay. So this is London close now. So we want to see something happen here. A little bit different. Yeah, it's a big sell from New York here. Big sell from New York here. So the 700s. So 599. Let's have a look at the GEX quickly. 599. Everyone wants to be under 599. Okay, that means dealers do not. Dealers want to be of 602. Yeah, it's kind of the places you wanted to buy from if you were going to buy. But we've been saying that all day. Nothing interesting on the 1 minute for me. It's a weak pullback, so a continuation play. It's only because the round number, I don't want to. Let's check anything moving on the CVDs or anything. Nothing interesting going on. So price pushing on the CVD above that swing, but not follow through on the price itself. That's absorption. Got a little bit of a buy going on there. Let's have a look at the 5 minutes. Still conclusive. We only like conclusive. 599. 600 still the bad boy. And look at that. It's 24 seconds on the 5 minutes. Big sellouts from London. Let's see if there's any follow through on that. 1 minute showing me don't touch it. 5 minutes. If this thing flips, yeah, we're going to see something interesting happen here. It's difficult if it's this time of the day. It's my favorite time to trade though. 5 minute going to finish bearish. It seems. Let's see, is that a weak buy into 24.725, or is this going to pop through? Got to wait for the candle close here. 14 seconds, pops through. 10 seconds. 725. Doesn't actually get through, but that did leave a nice little wick on the did leave a nice on the 725, so we're hoping we can get that 725 if it comes down. Missed that fucking entry. Oh, hate to see it, huh? Let's see another big buy here at 600. Okay, so 726.50. Let's see if we can get a bottom. Bottom wick, negative 5 minute, really negative 5 minutes. We can go up to all the way to 601. So 676. Oh, fucking hell, man. That was TP. Just moved too quickly. Seriously. Okay, 601 coming into it. We don't believe it unless it breaks it. Huge buy momentum coming into it. Massive. So 768. Let's see if we can all pop back up here. It's pretty dangerous candle. Considering everything that's happening right now, we're right at the top of this. This is that touch and rewind almost, so to speak. So we don't want to be hitting in that. Okay, so that wasn't good. That 601 did hold strong, but super weak selling volume there. I feel like I don't particularly think that this is. Let's see how this finishes here in the 22nd over the 601. This is 40 points up. Looking at the CVDs, Delta fuckery, all looking relatively okay. No real buy volume into that on the 1 minute. Is looking good though. Again, I had the right fucking position, just not executed well. Let's see this what the fuck happened here. Hopefully we get a really obscure low volume retrace here. I'll consider that the bottom of this kind of range. Although again, we've just like quasi-motored it. So I don't want to hit this incorrectly. Massive amounts of buy coming through on that. 5 minutes. So I'm super chuffed about that. See, we're looking like it's coming down. 10 seconds to go. 601 holding strong. That's not the weakening sell volume I wanted to see. Right, big sell volume coming into that. To be expected. Yeah, right at the beginning of right into that sell we had expected 601. Still think this probably will flip. If it doesn't, no. 24,725 still on the cards. From 600 to 24,725, 77. 24,727. $14 with almost no buy volume there. 601, 24,766. Very bad buy volume here. Two terrible buys in a row. It's tough not to sell. It's tough not to sell that. Just considering my kind of strat. And the volume plays at 601. That was kind of it. This is my last stab for the day. So I'll be out of this now. So we're going down to 7 to 750. 7 to 750. So 735 really. So hopefully now we don't get any follow through on this buy volume and a little tack down, considering we had 3 shitties in a row with no break above that CVD. So where that huge sell kicked off, we've had nothing to push past it. There's no kind of reason for me to be out of this now. Let's just hope that we get down to 3.2 and we'll tack that little, there we go. So we took that little retrace back up there. That was on 10 connies, so I didn't need that much room. 6.5 today was a small loss there. Let's just see if we can grab another scalpy from this dude. So I want to see a weak sell into this little level over here. So if we can get 66, 60, 77. Very thin on the 30 minutes, half the time done already. Very thin. Very thin. Don't know where the bottom of this range is going to end up here. Is it going to break below? Or are we just going to hit in here and continue? Is there a little trend line working up here? If so, 7 to 5 is better for me. All I got to wait for now is kind of similar to this one, which was those 2 weak buys coming into an area where I was looking for something to happen. Similar thing happening out here. 24,725. Let's see 2 big sells into it. Let's see this flip and close real shitty sell volume at 600, and I will try and take a little 24,725 back up, 76.50. It's got to be weak though. Can't be what it's doing now. That kind of wasn't the what the fuck I was looking for. A what the fuck is more down here volume. But this is like your bottom of your range here. if you wanted to get serious with it, you'd look at 600. 600 being a super stack level. Dealers don't want it to be below there, I would imagine. Yep, dealers want it above 600. The market wants it below. So I'm looking for... I'm going to take touch and go trade here. I'll do 5. I'll buy the market there. Not looking good. But I'll buy the market there only with that one thing to do with the dealers wanting it above. The market wants it below. Here's the big battle. So this is kind of, if I'm wrong from the right place, which is the right way to be looking at this trading game. If we're looking at prices to get back up to 764, so we'll go to the 60, the 59, the 60-ish range. That should be us on the way back up. Reason for it is, again, 600, super interesting level for everyone over here. Dealers want it above, market wants it below. What will we get? We're getting that pop up. Thank you, Lord Almighty. Woo! And we are break even for the day. Gentlemen and ladies. We took some scalpies. Where did we take some scalpies? We took some scalpies from midpoints here, 601. We took some scalpies down here to right where we are right now, 4-5. Excellent. There's a little 2-to-1 there. That was a 10 Connies. Much happier with that. I will show you all that I'm not lying now. I just want to get the right. Here we go. I would have put it below that candle low, and we would have exited roughly the same spot. Yeah, but higher actually than that. So there, 22 points there on 5 Connies, only because it was a touch and go trade. Don't like touches and goes. Send to the back. So today was the sum total. We had some fucking drawdown only because I, like a dickhead, decided to, let me actually go find that position for you. Here we go. I took this fucker and I got raped. So 24,535, 24,535. Here, down here, 24,535. Here is where I got molested today. And I took a 60-point stop on that. Unfortunately, that's just how the cookie crumbles. But with all that said, we swung mothered today, bro, because we did that. We did do the 1 Connie. So there was a couple of scalps in and amongst today's trading session. However, one account used today, looking at that performance sensor, not going to be the greatest ever, but well below what I like to see. I don't like any of that shit. But the most important fact is all of this doesn't fucking make any difference right now. I had some misreads on the market. Wasn't my greatest day ever, but you can see what we managed to do. And what we managed to do was basically the same as if we didn't come today to trade. So a little bit up yesterday, but more importantly, we got some more practice with our higher position sizing. We got some more practice with the stream. We got more practice with our levels. We got more practice with almost everything that we could have. And you can see there that 600 is holding strong. No reason for me to get in. But with all of that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me, for the -1 people that are here. And look after yourself. Peace.